Hello and welcome to another episode of Andy's Toolbox. Well, a snap-on order arrived. So we're going to do an unboxing and a ratchet rebuild in this video. So stay tuned. Okay, on the workbench now with my snap-on order. Take a look at this back wall here. It's pretty naked, and we'll get back to that at the end of the video. The rest of the stuff I ordered for this month. Okay, starting off here. We have a ratchet repair kit for the FX80 and a small screwdriver. We have the FHX80A shop light. Let's open that up. I think that is one of the, that's the battery charger plug. And there you go. Plug. And the light itself. Let's see if this has any juice. Oh, there you go. Pretty nice. I like this because it has these hooks, and you can hook that up on stuff and use it as a overhead work light. Okay. And lastly, we have these extra long needle nose pliers. Part number 915 CP. Now keep in mind, guys, this was an over $200 order because Snap-on won't ship free unless you order over $200. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of money to be blowing on tools every month. So, I know it's not a lot of stuff. So we're going to get into the ratchet repair video section of this video as I rebuild my busted FX80 ratchet. So next segment coming up. Here's a quick look at my FX80. I put a heat shrink on the handle and put my name in paint, let it dry up, and then I put some tape over that. That's how I mark my tools. I like the way that looks. We're going to be swapping out the old plastic selector switch with the aluminum, and the head itself, it still flexes and locks, so I won't be using won't be doing the locking mechanism part, but I'm going to put that aluminum part on. Of course, if you can see that faceplate there, it's got some wear on it, and we're going to be putting this brand new plate on. Very nice. And of course it's broken, got busted teeth in it, so we're going to be rebuilding the whole inside of it. So let me get out the rest of my tools that I need, and we'll get back to rebuilding it. Okay, the weapon of choice here, is this Mac bit driver and a T10 to unlock these faceplate screws. Okay, so I've had this open before, and I do know that there's a tension spring right here, and these are pretty simple to rebuild. Should be pretty straightforward. So let me cut to this next segment after I take a look in here. Okay, so we got the inside of this taken out, and I think I figured out how it goes back together. So this little piece here, you see those two little ball holes? The ball will rest in that on either side when it's switched over, so it gives it a little bit of resistance, and that's why you hear that click sound. And this is the first piece that goes in. It's the selector switch. So we're going to take that, and it just goes through here. Okay. Now the next piece that goes in is going to be the where the pawls will press up against, and that goes in right after that on the little nipple right there. Okay, so as you see, the next piece that goes in is going to be this little spring, and that will go right up here like so. Voila. And then the next piece that goes in is going to be the pawl gear teeth, and that goes over the spring like so. And then the next piece you're going to put in is going to be the gear. As you can see, we have liftoff. You probably don't want to mess around with this while the cover's off, so I'm not going to click that quite yet. The next part that we have is going to be this ball that sits in those grooves that I showed you, and that you put in the bottom hole there. Next is going to be this brand new retention spring, and of course, last but not least, our brand spanking new cover plate. Now Snap-on does put Loctite. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot to lube the damn thing. Well, let's lube it. Here's our lube, of course. I always forget stuff like that. Surprised I remembered, caught that. Okay, so here we go. Put the lube in, all in there. All around here. That should make its way around the ratchet as I use it. I'm not real big on this, but we'll put it in there. Now, our brand new faceplate, yes, goes on there. And like I was saying, Snap-on does put Loctite on their screws, so you won't have to worry about the ratchet coming loose. This is a one and done. So I can already feel the tension, so that's going to be not coming off. And don't worry about cross threading. It's not cross threading, it's just the Loctite. So there we have one rebuilt FX80 ratchet. Let me tighten these up. Getting tight. And this should that's very nice. It seems to be working just fine. Let's work that around a little until everything starts sounding and working right. Now that's clicking. You hear it? A little better. And we're hearing some engagement there. So that's that. Now the next portion is going to be with this, I think 1/16th hex, and we're going to just pop this plastic piece off here and cut this baggie open to get to the good gold inside of it. And this does come with Loctite as well. Now I don't know if there's an orientation to putting these in. I don't believe that there is, so we're just going to go ahead and pop that in any old way. And we're going to put our screw in our screwdriver and go ahead and tighten that down. Like so. And that is a freshly rebuilt FX80 ratchet. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Alright, well that will conclude this episode of Andy's Toolbox. Stay tuned for more content, and if you like to see stuff like this, drop it in the comments and we'll have more of it. Thank you. Stay tuned. Alright, remember the wall I told you about in the beginning of the video, and also I forgot to mention this number 1 Phillips ACR bit was in the order. Okay, and I bought a banner Snap-on to spice up my shop a little bit. So alright, thanks guys for tuning in. Catch you next time.